music in the elevator is an old jazz standard played on clarinet. It sounds like it was recorded inside a tin can. When gravity stops trying to push me into my shoes, the doors roll open. I tug on my necktie, but it's as tight as it will go. I step out trailing rainwater from my coat and hat, leaving wet footprints on the carpet. The foyer is something. It's like the front of a countryside mansion, yet somehow still looks right at home here, 300 stories above the streets of Amber City. The only element I find unforgivably garish are the wooden double doors. They belong on a castle, not in a skyscraper. Emblazoned across the wood in gold is the word Harland. The doors swing open, splitting Harland between the R and the L. Out steps a straight-backed little man with white hair, dressed in a perfectly pressed tuxedo with peaked lapels.
"Mr. Tarelli, I presume,"
says the little man. His voice echoing through the hall sounds like an opera singer. "That's me," I say. My voice echoes too, but more like rusted gears than an opera. He takes my coat and hat with a professional flourish.
"Mr. Harland is expecting you in the observatory,"
he says. "I didn't catch your name," I say.
"Hennessy, sir."
"You smoke, Hennessy?"
"No. Right this way, sir."
Following Hennessy over the threshold, I find myself in the kind of place I've only ever seen in old films. It's a massive main hall with overhanging balconies, black marble floors, and accents of onyx. The doorways are flanked by larger-than-life white busts of figures from mythology and religion. My face is probably priceless as Hennessy leads me to a wide center stairway with ornately carved banisters. The hallway at the top has carpet the color of blood, and I pass beneath the painted gazes of a dozen giant portraits of men and women I feel like I should know. Hennessy opens another set of doors leading into a very dark room. He steps to the side. He does not go in.
"Just through here, Mr. Tarelli,"
Hennessy prods. I reach up to tip my hat, forgetting that he's holding it. When my hand touches the bald scalp, I tug on my earlobe and nod to him as I enter. The doors shut behind me with a boom. I stand still for a second, letting my eyes adjust to the darkness. The room is every bit as big as the grand hall, but lacks any of the classical style. No pomp here. The only furnishings are a small dining table and chairs. The far wall is transparent, a single giant window with Amber City laid out before and below like a sprawling moving picture, blurred by the buckets of rain snaking over the glass. The sun has just gone down, and the black clouds hang over the skyline, sparking with silent horizontal lightning.
"I trust you found the place all right,"
squeaks a voice. The skeletal framework of a balcony runs along the midsection of the window wall, connected to the floor by a switchbacking ramp. At the center of the balcony, a man sits in a chair. "Hard to miss," I say. The man gestures toward the dining table.
"Please, help yourself."
On the table, I find one bottle, one glass, and a wooden box of long cigars. I only sniff the cigars, but I pour myself a drink and take a sip. It's got the uncommon aftertaste I've come to associate with good, expensive scotch. I drain the glass in a few sweet gulps, then refill it, thus aborting yet another honest attempt to quit drinking. Can't blame me. It's not every day a guy gets a free sip from the top shelf. And it's not every day a guy gets called on to visit with Rutherford Harland in person either. Yet here I am, a stranger invited into his personal home, just hours after the murder of his only son.